Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and its valuations against Bitcoin, as well as the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, with Ethereum, we see a pretty sizable bounce for the week. It bounced about 7% on the week. Most of it, obviously, was yesterday, um, rallying about 5.75% up against Bitcoin and against the US dollar. We see that it rallied about 5%. Today, it's rallying about 6.5% against the US dollar and 1.19% against Bitcoin. We see that it's encroaching the 20-day moving average, but more importantly, I think that it seems to have bounced at this range to some degree. Now, this range encompasses the bounce of here, rejection here, and rejection here. So it, because there's not much price action at these levels, I mean, the only thing we could take into consideration is here, and we're not looking at this, nor are we looking at this. It's quite difficult to see any kind of real support and resistances, and that region there would have been the only kind of resistance I can suspect happen. So with that said, um, this is we can attribute this to a bounce. Now, don't get too excited about this. I mean, it's great to see altcoins moving up. As you can see on the right, a lot of altcoins are up today. But uh, don't keep in mind that the trend is still down. We can still rally and get rejected and create a lower high, right? We've already created a second lower high here on the week of June 7th. So it's quite possible that we do see a rally, but it just becomes a lower high. Um, Now, if it's and because Bitcoin is below the 20-week moving average, it's very hard for me to believe that that Ethereum is going to be able to um, rally any considerable level, potentially even above its prior local high against Bitcoin, which is about at 0.08 Bitcoin, I believe. So, with that said, keep an open mind and maybe level your expectations. Against the US dollar, we saw that last week we ultimately broke 20-week moving average, and we're in fact rallying to it today, or at least this week. We'll see as the week progresses of where we land, but we're not quite back above it. If we're able to kind of get back above it this week and close above it, then that would be pretty exciting. But again, it's only Tuesday. There's 5 days, 5.5 days left in the week. It's a lot of time left for this to move in either direction. Um, so yeah, that's essentially it. Again, with Ethereum on the back foot, not an altcoin that I'm necessarily focused on for the time being. I'm very much so focused on Bitcoin and what it's going to do, and depending on what Bitcoin decides to do will depend on how I view Ethereum at that time. At the moment, right now, Ethereum and the majority of altcoins um, will will suffer and struggle essentially. But um, I mean, I'm still bullish on Ethereum. I still think Ethereum has a great deal of price action ahead of it, and it's still the second largest position in my portfolio, only second to Bitcoin. So, I think it's too early at this point, at least with Ethereum. But one thing you can consider is using this region as a buy region. If you're buying with Bitcoin against the US dollar, if we get rejected off the 20-week moving average, then the likelihood of it coming down is likely, very likely. And so we could see again, we're above $2,000, but we could easily see sub 2,000 once again for Ethereum in the near future. I would keep a very open mind for that, and that being a real possibility. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.